following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big year.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying it.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm awfully glad I'm not offensive guard. Could you imagine trying to stop the Canadian bulldozer Neville Gallimore? When he utilizes leverage in his hands and gets upfield like that, the quarterback's in a whole lot of trouble, as he was on that play.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll drop this down to Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another run to Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go. Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Waddle, 33 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready? 70. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw. Working downfield. He's got Thornton. He's to the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Thornton, 66 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Throwing his Hurts. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Great. Trimmer. 63.
And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there.
Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Richardson looking to throw this. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to 60. 70,
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brian Thomas, 39 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up past the 40. They're going to look to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Trimmer.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw here. Hurts fumbles it, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. As the season kickoff game is underway, we are counting down the hours until Sunday, our first full slate of games to bring you all the scores and highlights. Until then, let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the Falcons quarterback. Looking end zone, finds his tight end, Dalton Kincaid, for the touchdown. The Falcons come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Chase Brown. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins taking on the Jets. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in week one of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action, Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Here we go, set! 60 biceps, 60 biceps, go!
Richardson working from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack in the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And Richardson back to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Goodson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Eagles first down. First and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back to throw again. He's got Dallas Goddard. His tight end over the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they send the slot in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Nolan Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Ready?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Come on, go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Zach Ball there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you'd think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Here's Taylor again, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Okay, ready?
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal.
70, ready?
Now Richardson. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It's a gain of 18. And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Second and 10. Back to throw here. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Nolan Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Rondale Moore, 54 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Richardson looking to throw this. This taken in by Downs. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
At the 10-yard line.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on, set, ready.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Giddens trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
On the set.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
70 Lions. Let go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor. Now 3 week 1 touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Indianapolis, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.